Hello and welcome back. So glad that I can make your acquaintance once more. Girl, before we hop into this plate, what I have for you, I want to first start by saying, by the time this goes up, there will be a gameplay waiting for the children at the same time. So either you're going to watch this meal or you've already collected your first meal and now you're making your way to this plate. But I will have the gameplay up because I just went on ahead and rendered her. And I thought that I was going to lose a little bit of quality. And maybe we lost a smidgen of quality, but she's still very good quality. So I went ahead and rendered that. And I went on ahead and uploaded her to YouTube. So she will be, by the time we finish all of this, she will be up on Patreon for your viewing pleasure. That being said, girl, we have a lot to talk about on my main channel, and I want to get the opinions from the House of Parliament and the boys and girls of the world, our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, sisters, and cousins. That being said, so here's the deal. I decided that, of course, we're going to play YouTube. YouTube wants to play this game with us, girl, so they're never going to beat us at hopscotch. You're never going to beat us at double dutch, girl. You're never going to beat us at tetherball. You're not going to beat us, okay, girl, because we are the champions, my friends. Okay, so we're gonna arise from the ashes and we will be victorious. But that being said, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue, of course, to post on YouTube. However, of course, y'all already know what I serve in the video. You know, we open with Patreon and we close out with Patreon, letting the girls know what it is that we're serving over on YouTube. But what I decided, I was talking to my partner the other day and I said, you know what? It just occurred to me, girl. I hit this blunt actually while I'm talking my shit, girl. Why not, girl? Why not, girl? When in Rome. You know what I mean? When in Rome. I need a pretty lighter. I feel like I have this fancy-ass pipe or bowl, and then I'm serving you very basic. Okay. It's like you pulling out. Girl, did I cash her out? Oh, cash me outside. Cash me outside. At first, I didn't know if I was getting anything because, first of all, I opened this up. And because I felt like I wasn't getting a good pull. And I'm like, why am I not getting a good pull out of her? Girl, because it was like gook up in there, girl. I didn't realize you had to like literally clean her out. But the girl did say on eBay, she said, this thing right here comes out so that you can unscrew it and clean it. But I didn't know. I thought it was like a chimney, girl, like just ashes, girl. No. It creates like a gook. I can't even describe it to you, girl, but I was thoroughly disgusted, but I did clean her out. And so now we're good to go. But just then, I didn't know. I thought that maybe I had cashed it. And so just then when I asked some smoking, I said, oh, okay, girl, let me find out. Let me find out. All right. So that being said, what we're going to do now is at the beginning of the videos, of course, we're going to still do the promotions as per usual. But at the beginning of the video, I'm going to put something to the effect of, stay tuned to the end because we're going to be giving you a preview, maybe like a 2 to 3 minute preview of like some highlights. Every time I do a video, I'll put like a highlight from a gameplay, an NQ session, a podcast, whatever the case may be, to kind of let the girls know what it is that we're doing. Instead of me just telling it to them, I think actually showing them kind of what we do might garner. And I think, you know, because initially we had said, well, maybe what we'll do when you don't feel like making a video, and I think we'll still, you know, implement that as well. You know, where we just put, maybe I do like an intro, like, hey girl, what's tea? Da-da-da-da-da. Today we're going to be serving you a preview of something that we did on Patreon, whatever it is that we're serving the children. And then maybe that could be a video. Of course, we're not going to serve them the meal in entirety, but just to let them know what we're doing. But this is in the event that it's an actual video where I'm doing a story time. We're still going to put something in there so that they can see that this is what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll see how that works out. To me, it sounds like a good idea. It makes sense. It just occurs to me, I hit this blunt or this bowl, and I was just kind of like, dang, girl, dang, why not? I mean, really, why not? So that's what we're going to be working on with regards to that. But let me put that all to the side and let me hop on into this because I actually do have a main channel video. Once I do my hair, girl, I'm going to serve these girls a legendary story time because, bitch, over the weekend, girl, it went down. Went out with my mother and my good Judy. We went to the Renaissance Festival with my mom. I think I said that. But the point is, we went all together to the Renaissance Festival. Got there, and bitch, I'm gonna give you the first part of the story. The second part of the story I'm gonna save for YouTube so we can hit this promotion and do what we need to do over on YouTube. But let me give you the first part of the story. It was all good and dandy. Everything was cute. You know, I did some shopping. I bought my mom some, what do you call this? How do I say it? Is it Swarovski crystals? They were earrings. Okay, my mom deserves it. Y'all, I feel like I would invite my mom to the adult camp, but I'm not going to do that because, girl, I won't be able to party the way I want to if mom is there. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to invite her to like a luncheon where all of y'all are there and y'all can meet her at a luncheon where it's like, where I feel like I will be comfortable with my mom because I feel like she don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't do all of that. So to me, I want to just be, you know, with y'all and party with y'all and having her there. I'm going to be feeling like, oh, you know, I just can't do it. I won't be able to serve you the Beyonce experience. I'll serve you the Michelle Williams experience if my mom is there. Because I feel like it'll be very gospel. You know, I heard a word saying, boy, you'll be fine. See, that's a throwback, girl. That's a throwback. I'm not going to lie. Michelle don't really give me what I want 100%. Because here's the thing about it. Girls be trying to read her, but I actually like her voice. No shade. It's different, but that's the part that makes it good. Like, I feel like right now, the Jhené Ayokos, or whatever, how you say her name, Jhené Ayoko, I feel like all these girls these days be sounding the same to me. And so, my friend he knows all the trends, because he's the one I be telling y'all about. He knows all the trends, and he be knowing all the songs that are popping. So, when I go with him, he be having in his car all the songs be blasting. I be like, who is that? I said, is that Jhené? He was like, no, that's not Jhené, that's somebody else. It's Kehlani or Kehlani or something like that. Or, no, it ain't her. They be all sounding similar to me. It's not that they sound exactly the same, but if you told me, oh, this is Jhené, I will believe it. And if you told me, like, it could go either way. So my point is, with Michelle, I feel like her voice is different, but it's not bad different. It's a good different. Kind of like Anita Baker different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the typical voice that you would hear. Toni Braxton, that's not the typical voice you would hear. So it's almost refreshing to hear something different being done. But the part with Michelle where I feel like she doesn't give me the full performance and she doesn't serve me my plate the way I need it to be served, and that's the reason why she's constantly getting the plate sent back to the chef, is because when you see her live, she don't really, to me, give me the stage presence what I want. Maybe by now she has evolved into like more of a it factor, but she got the right voice with the wrong appearance or with the wrong aesthetic. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I feel like her look, she don't know what look she want to go for. It don't make sense to me. But I mean, it's her choice. She's grown. She gonna do it how she want to do it. So kudos to Michelle, because I do think she can sing. Even though the girls be trying to read her, I'm like, okay, well, we can agree to disagree. I think she can sing, and I've heard her sing live on YouTube, and I felt like it wasn't bad. It was just her stage. It's just like Kelly Rowland. Like, I think Kelly is an okay singer, although with her live, she's a hit or miss for me. But I feel like the problem with Kelly Rowland is she don't know how to. It's so funny to me because when it was Destiny's Child, and I tell the story all the time because I remember it like it was yesterday. It's so crazy how the tides have turned and now everybody is pro Beyonce. In the beginning, when Beyonce went solo, everybody wanted her to fail. I liked her. I wasn't like a super fan, but I did see her potential, and I did see that she had the it factor while everybody else was trying to chop her, because when she came out with that Goldmember song, I can't remember what it was called, but she had a big afro. I remember thinking, oh, this shit is corny, she ain't gonna make it, and what's that hair? Now everybody's all about the natural look. See how things be turning? Them same girls who chopped it are now trying to rock an afro wig, bitch. Oh, okay. But anyway, so the whole thing in the nutshell is, right from the start, everybody was like, oh, I hope she ain't gonna make it. Because the only reason why she was good was because she had the other two on her side to make her look good. They made her look good. That's how, excuse me. That's how the girls used to say it. They used to be like, oh, Kelly and Michelle make her look good. If it wasn't for them, then she would just be an average performer. And then people were still mad about Latavia and Latoya. So they were like, oh, she's a bitch. Her dad is just trying to make her the star. I remember it like it was yesterday how everybody was talking. And then, of course, you have the Rolling Stones talking about Beyonce's okay, but Ashanti, she ain't no Ashanti. She said, oh, girl, she ain't no Ashanti. That was the most off-base comment that they could have made, because where's Ashanti today? And where's Beyonce? Ashanti, girl, she'll be lucky if she performs for the president of Costco, let alone the president of the United States. So it's like, girl, Ashanti, with all due respect, Ashanti is not a Beyonce. And the person who wrote that article was also another person who was feeling some kind of way towards Beyonce because they felt like, oh, she ain't really a star. They're just trying to make her the star. But whether you like Beyonce or don't, girl, she is a star, girl. It's like, there's, I don't even know if there's anybody else who's a female performer, a woman, who can command the stage in today's time the way Beyonce can command the stage. And that's just me being real about the shit. Whether I like all her music or don't, girl, I can acknowledge the truth. So what I'm saying is, it's funny how everybody made it seem like Beyonce needed Kelly and Michelle, when the reality was Kelly and Michelle needed Beyonce. It was Beyonce that made the shit pop. it was Beyonce that gave them the life that they got. Because if it was just a Kelly and Michelle band, would nobody have even checked in? Would nobody have checked in for that? But because it was the right ingredients, Beyonce being the base of the formula, then it popped. It the girls saw it. And so anyway, that means I don't even know too much know how we got on that tangent, girl. But again, it's family, girl, so you know what we do and what we give. So that being said, let me get back to the story. So here it is. We're at the Renaissance. And I'm always honored and blessed to be in the presence, really, of all the people that I love. But in particular, my mother. I love that woman. And she works so hard. And, I don't know. I just feel like being a mother, being a teacher sometimes can be a thankless job to a certain extent. Because sometimes I think the mothers of the world, and the fathers, but I think primarily the mothers. Because I think there's something in a woman. I'm not saying that men don't possess this, but I think generally speaking, women more often than not possess this over men. But there's a certain type of nurture. There's a certain type of bond and connection that a woman has to the people that she loves, in particular her children, but anyone that she loves. If a woman is down for you, bitch, she's down for you. It's just like that girl when I was in high school. I told you about Elena. When I had gotten into that fight with that football player who tried me, and everybody wanted him to beat me up, but Elena was for me. And she wasn't just for me in her words. She was for me through her actions, because she was literally walking around like, betting that nobody jump in or it's going down. Now, mind you, it's just 2 of us versus like 15. So if they wanted to jump in, I'm sure they probably could have. But she said it with so much conviction that they was like, okay, she crazy. And they were so certain he was going to beat me up anyway. They probably wouldn't need to jump in. Of course, they saw that. Really, I wouldn't say that I beat him up, but he definitely didn't beat me up. Like, he got some licks in, but I definitely got... What it is, okay, I'll put it like this. I did win the fight. Let me stop being humble. I won the fight. But I think because everybody wanted him to win, they didn't really want to give me my 10s. Because, bitch, I busted him up, girl. That's just the reality of the situation. And granted, he got his licks in, but I came to the fight ready for a fight. So, girl, I had Vaseline, girl. So, the next day, girl, where are the marks? Yeah, you did sock me, girl, but I mollywopped you too and busted your lip. And then I remember him saying something like, "Oh, that's not blood, that's hot Cheetos. That's hot Cheetos, girl." Okay, I didn't see no bag. Where's the residue? I don't see no residue on your fingers, girl. Wasn't the Cheetos bitch's blood? Let's just be realistic. But I digress. The point is, Elena was for me, bitch, and she was not gonna let nobody jump into that fight. So I feel like with women, it's just something that they possess that just heals the children. And so for me, I recognize that in my mother, not just the love and the nurturing that she does for me, but the love and nurturing that she does for my family too. Even though I don't fuck with half the people that she fucks with, the point is my mother is genuine, and they ought to be thanking God that they have someone who is just so genuine in their corner like that. Like, okay, I know she's your aunt, or she's your grandmother, or she's your this, or she's your that. I don't care. Because guess what? You have trifling ass grandmothers too. You have trifling ass moms up in here too. So just be thankful. Like, I'm always, every time I speak to her, when I got the phone, I say thank you. Alhamdulillah, she's doing well. She's in good spirits. She's working out. She's doing good. And I will always thank the universe every day for that. That being said, girl, here we are at the Renaissance Festival. I'm gonna hop straight to this dumb bitch that I had to clock. Because what you won't do is try my mother, bitch. Because I will hop behind this counter, whoop your ass, and hop into my car, or hop into my girlfriend's car, and we will drive away, girl. I'm gonna knock your ass, and then girl, hit it like Beyonce and Jay-Z, bitch, on the run. Don't try me, and don't try my mother. Because what happened was, my mom, because it's Ramadan now. So what happened was, she had said, oh, do y'all have, because she went to buy a drumstick, but she wanted to keep it for later for iftar, so when she broke her fast, she could have her food already prepared. So she said, "Oh, do you guys have to go? Can you guys prepare it to go? So that if people want to just have it for later, do you guys have to go? Some type of to go situation?" And they were like, "Yeah, girl, we got you. We got a to go situation for you." And so we went on about our day. And when we came back towards the end, she came back to the station, and she said, "Hey, I came here early." And the girl was like, "Oh, I remember you." And these were like all high school kids, girl. But see, that's not an excuse. Because I was a high schooler too. And I wasn't a dumb bitch. That's the part that be killing me. Oh, it's because she's young. It's because she's young. No, it's because she's stupid. Because she gonna be stupid now. And she's gonna grow up and still be stupid. And what's her excuse gonna be then? When you see these 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds and late 20-year-olds and then they still be stupid. What's the reason? I can guarantee you if they're stupid now, they were probably stupid then. So I don't make excuses for these girls. No, she's just a dumbass bitch girl, high schooler now. It's just what it is. But I digress. The point was, she's like, oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah. So I'm going to say, yeah, I said, you know, may I have a drumstick or whatever it was, the big turkey leg? Can I get that to go? And you know, this bitch got the drumstick. Okay, and it was like 3 of them. And their aura was just off to me. I'm very good about picking up on that shit. The aura was off to me. And so, right away, I was just kind of like, okay, all right, I'm going to just sit here. I'm going to just sit here and see how this pans out. So she takes the drumstick and she puts some aluminum over it and hands it to my mother. I said, I'm sorry, what is this? She said, well, she said that she wanted it to go. Yeah, she wanted it to go, bitch. She didn't want you to wrap it in aluminum with the bottom of the bone hanging out and thinking that's to go, bitch. That's not to go. If she was going to just wrap it in aluminum like that, why wouldn't my mom just say, oh, when you give me the drumstick, just give me some extra aluminum, if that's okay? Obviously, when she said, do you guys have a to-go situation, clearly she was talking about, like, a to-go box or a bag or something to where she can, like, have this on her without it being just her walking around with a big-ass turkey leg, like a ratchet. I looked at my mom and said, Mommy, do you really want to carry this drumstick like this? She was like, not really. I didn't know that that's what they meant when they said to go. I didn't know she meant she was just going to wrap it in aluminum. I said, ma'am, y'all don't have nothing, a bag or something that we can put this in the back? Oh, well, this is how we do our to-go. I said, well, bitch, look in the back and see if you got a bag. Because what you ain't going to sit up here and do is hand my mother, the overall legendary mother of the house of Seblan. What you won't do is hand her a fucking big ass drumstick and then she about to be just walking around this motherfucking festival with a drumstick in her hand like she don't got no damn household training. You're not going to do that. So girl, it's either you're going to give her a bag or we're about to blow this hot dog stand, bitch. And girl, she would go back and forth with me. I said, well, one thing about it, girl, you will never win when it comes to slaying the children with your vernacular, girl. Because, girl, I've been doing this since before you were born. And at the end of the day, girl, I'm always upgrading my software, girl. So there will never come a time where my services will be outdated. Because every other month, girl, I'm upgrading my services. Girl, every other month, girl, I'm upgrading my software, girl. So that when you hop online, girl, as soon as you go to a new website, girl, boom, you're there. No delays. So, girl, while you're sitting here delayed on this dial-up, girl, I'm already giving you high speed, girl. I'm giving you FICOs, bitch. I'm giving you, girl, before you blink your eyes, bitch, you're already on a new web page, a new web browser, bitch. Don't come for me. Don't come for my mother. And she just couldn't take me, girl. And she just couldn't take me. Because she was just like, oh, well, she said she wanted it to go. Yeah, bitch, but not in aluminum. And she didn't even wrap it all the way. It was like the top was hanging out, the bottom was hanging out. Are you fucking stupid? Like, bitch, are you fucking dumb? Girl... Okay, girl, I wasn't even gonna go back and forth with this bitch. Like, I read her, I said what I had to say, then I paid her. She was supposed to say, girl, boop, delete it, mute it. Girl, you're no longer there. Mommy, do you really want to walk around with this drumstick? Because that's not you, and that's not what you meant. And when you asked this bitch if she had, I wasn't cussing because I don't cuss in front of my mom. But I'm just saying, that was the energy that I was giving it. Like, you know, you not, girl, come on now. And she was like, oh, yeah, you're right, because that's not what I was asking for. And I really don't want to stick this big drumstick in my purse and have, like, you know, all this barbecue sauce or whatever this is all up in my purse. I mean, where they do that at? Like, fucking stupid. So, anyway, before that, though, let me rewind, girl. You know how they start off with the drama, then they rewind back to the beginning, like 6 hours before. So before that, girl, I had purchased this ring. I'm going to take this off because this means a lot to me and I want y'all to see it. Now, on camera, this is going to look right, but I guess it's because everything is opposite on camera. I think. I don't fucking know. But in any case, I purchased this ring. And I don't know if you can get into it. Okay, there you go. It kind of focused in for a little bit. But it's a little musical note, right? And I saw her. And I said, I purchased more rings. And I also purchased, you can't really see it because it's small. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. And it's real cute. It's real detailed in person. But it's the little theater mask, whatever the case may be. I purchased that. Because all my jewelry, it's like I got these from my dad. Purchased this at the Renaissance, the Irish crown. Then I have Guadalupe and Mary, bitch, for blessings and good luck. Then I have Peter for safety and protection, and another Peter, girl. Like, I try to, like, when I buy my shit, girl, I try to get shit that looks good on me and that complements my aesthetic. But at the same, and then on my bracelet, girl, I have a heart, girl, for love, girl. My charm on my bracelet is a heart. But, So I try to have things that mean something to me when I do my jewelry. But let me tell you why this means so much to me. So when I went to buy her, the lady told me, she said, if you can guess what's wrong with that ring, I'll give you a discount. And I really didn't know what was wrong with it, truly. I just was like, I figured it was something with the note. I said, what is it, facing the wrong direction or something? And she was like, basically like, I think maybe it was something else, but it was like I was really close. Maybe I said it wrong. I can't remember if I got it like 100% right or if I was mostly right. But the point was, she was like, yep, the ring, she was like, we had a whole batch of these, and this was the only one that was defected. Like they put it on the wrong way. And right away I said, okay, I want to buy that ring. Because when I saw the ring, and when I already wanted it because it was music, but when she explained to me that it was defected and that it was wrong, that's when it solidified the deal. And that's when I knew I wanted it. Because that was me. That was me. And that's kind of what I want to close out with on a more positive note. When I was younger, I was different. And I remember when I came to Atlanta and the whole experience of being in that private Muslim school and really being ostracized for just being different. And as I grew and as I experienced life and beyond, into the actual world, outside of that bubble that I was in with that particular community, I began to realize that, no, I'm not wrong and I'm not defected, girl. This is what I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to be. Now, being who you are and being where you're supposed to be doesn't mean that you're comfortable. I really think to a certain extent, comfort, how do I want to say this? Comfort is good, but comfort ain't gonna really get you no fucking place. A bitch that is comfortable don't really hustle. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should be going through tumult or strife all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that when there's a need for something and you have to get something done, you'll do it. Versus when there's an option, they're like, well, I'm comfortable, I really don't need to do this. You won't do it then. But here's my point. I realize that I am who I'm supposed to be and I'm where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I don't like everything about what I see, whether it's about myself or my circumstance, but I am where I'm supposed to be and I am the person I'm supposed to be in this moment. That being said, when I saw this ring and she explained to me that it was wrong, right away, the story hit me. It was like, it ain't wrong. Because just because something is different don't mean that it can't be a blessing. Or don't mean that it can't go out into the world and shine bright like a diamond. Just because you're different don't mean that you're not right. Different don't mean wrong. And I think that maybe musically this is wrong. But I know musically, I've never been classically trained. I've never had no vocal training. I've never had nobody teach me how to mix and engineer and do all these different things. And I'm sure maybe I could be better. But at the end of the day, bitch, just because I was not trained and maybe because I don't have the degree don't mean that when I do create a tune for y'all, that y'all ain't gonna get your life to it. Because a bitch that has a degree and knows how to do this shit technically don't have nothing to do with a bitch feeling the music in her heart. Like, bitch, when you hear that beat and it gets into your spirit and you just be vibing out like, hold on, bitch, wait a second. Like, and you just be getting into it. There is no degree that can teach you to feel the pulse, the heartbeat of the people. There is no degree that can teach you how to connect with people. There is no degree that can teach you how to create. You know, a degree will teach you how to take something and technically make it the standard or what people consider, okay, this is where we are quality wise. This is where we should be. So this type of mic, this type of this. And you know, engineering and sound, the sonic quality, that's what a degree will teach you. How to, like, okay, it's peaking, okay, it's distorted, it's this is that, here's how you mix it, whatever. But a degree won't help you with these lyrics. A degree is not going to help you. It's not going to give you the soul. When you hear Whitney singing, a part of that is you're blown away at the vocal. But just go on YouTube right now. Back in her prime. Yeah, it was the vocal. but it was also the heart, the soul. She didn't even write them songs. But when she interpreted them and when she internalized the song, couldn't nobody sing the songs that she sang better than her. There are people who emulate her, who will sing her songs or songs that she made famous and popular. But there is nobody that can sing a Whitney song better than Whitney. Because even if you had the vocal, you don't have her presence, her aura, her essence, her spirit. Because when she hits the stage and that stage presence, that it factor is switched on, that's nothing that a degree can teach you. You either, it's like you got it or you don't got it. And so what I'm saying to all of you is, when you go out into the world, just know that you are who you're supposed to be. And you are where you're supposed to be. You may don't like some of the things that you see. You may don't like some of the circumstance and how the moving parts are kind of coming together at the moment. But look at it like a puzzle. Maybe because you saw the ear, you thinking, oh, what is it, a koala? I don't know. But it may not be that. And even if it was a koala girl, you don't know what else is in this motherfucking picture up until it is complete. So be patient. And it's hard. I know it's hard, bitch. Trust me, I know. Because I only just now got into a point to where, by the grace of God, the universe, the powers that be, and you all, where financially I'm like starting to stabilize. Like, bitch, I've never. It's such a freeing feeling to be like, I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling, you guys. But I'm 28. So it's been well over a decade, because that's the part that so many people don't understand. I've been working since before you too. Showcases and record labels and this and that, hustling, auditions. And you think my mom was Googling that shit? That was me being like, I want this. I want to sing. I want to perform for people. That's the only thing I feel like I know how to do. That's all I know how to do, is make people laugh. And me saying that is not mitigating it, because being able to put a smile on somebody's face is a big deal. But I knew early on that this is all I know how to do. Like, it was always on my heart and in my being to make you smile, to want to lift you up, like Josh Groban on That Ass Girl. That's who I am. So my point is, I'm only just getting here. Think about all those nights that I sat in my bed like, what's the point? Going back into even like the Cosmos. Remember I was telling y'all, like, what's the point? I'm just one person. Like, y'all got to break out of that mentality too. Don't let these scientists or nobody make you feel like you're a speck floating around on a speck, floating around in a speck of a galaxy, floating. Like, don't let them minimize your presence here in the universe. Because can't nobody internalize that but you. And it's a process of getting out of. I'm almost 30 and I'm just now being like, no, bitch, I need to be here. There's something that I need to deliver to the children that can't nobody else deliver but me. And I am important. And the girls that I'm touching are important too. Because see, I might reach out and touch Eugene or Mother Steph or Ashley or Darby or Keith or Anastasia or Quinn or Ahmed or Jay. Girl, I can go on and on and on. Or Persian, aka Kartrashian. I could go on all day. I could reach out and touch one of y'all, and then y'all could reach out and change the world. So it's like everybody that I come in contact with, I view that way. Like, I wonder what her mission in life is. But I don't want nobody to feel like just because you in a jam right now that you're always going to be in a jam, because you're not. You're not. I promise. I know the feeling. The reason why I feel like y'all relate to me and I relate to y'all is because we're just talking real shit right here. And ain't nothing about it going to be easy. But I guarantee you this. Girl, if you stick with the shit, girl, you will pull through. I can't tell you what your journey is. I can't tell you. But don't be discouraged just because you're different. Don't be discouraged because your approach or your ideas are against what is popular. Because again, different don't make it wrong. And different is what might actually be the missing piece to make the shit really pop. You know, it's like, okay, we keep failing at X, Y, and Z. We keep failing. Okay, well, let me take a look at it. Flipping through the pages. Okay, well, I see your problem. You keep doing the same shit. When it failed the first time, why did you do it exactly the same way the second time? And the third and the 50th and 1000th? Okay. Well, there's your problem. What you need is somebody with a different type of mentality. What you need is somebody that's different. Not somebody who's bringing you more of the same. So I just wanted y'all to know that you're special, as per usual. I know I say it all the time, but y'all are special. You have a place. You have a purpose. I can't tell you what that purpose is. It's up for you. It's up for you to put the question to yourself and ask, why am I here? What is it really that I'm supposed to be doing? What is it really that I'm supposed to be doing? Because to me, I feel like whatever it is that you're supposed to do, it's already within you. It's kind of like, have y'all ever met a person? And when you meet this person, it's like you met him, let's just say you meet him on Tuesday. And at the end of that meeting or whatever, how it was that you met them, you walk away feeling like, why do I feel like I've known this person forever? I feel like, I know I just met you today, but I feel like I've known you forever. Like, I've always known you. Like, I'm just catching up with a long-lost friend. I'm going to tell you why that is. Because she didn't just come out of thin air. She's been here all along. When you were in New York, she was in Kansas. This ain't nothing new. She's been here. She's always existed. It was just a matter of you finding her and her finding you. That's the reason. Because all of who you are and all of who she is, it was like a kindred spirit. It was always there for you. And it was always there for her. But the key is, are you going to find each other? That's where it becomes interesting. All the people who you love and will ever love are either already here or the people that are going to bring them here exist. So it's like, it's just interesting to me when I think about it, because it's like who you are and what you're supposed to be, you're already that person. You just have to find that person. You're in New York and they're in Kansas. It's a matter of connecting the two. Mind, body, and soul. You feel me? So that being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up because now I'm getting a signal that I'm running out of disk space, girl. This computer's always trying to grow. I need to just go ahead on and get me a new computer, girl. No shade. With all due respect, I love you down and you did serve your time. But she just be carrying at this point. So I do think I need to look into that. I'll probably start, putting money off to the side after the music video. Because, girl, the music video is going to be a coin. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm smart about how I do things with regards to financing stuff and blah, 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 blah. Because I don't want to go for broke. Although I know in my heart, you guys, I feel like this video is really going to pop and it's really going to put us where we need to be. Because no shade, girl, I'm losing weight, y'all. Like, I'm taking this shit so seriously because I'm going to represent for the boys and the girls, our brothers, sisters, and cousins, our mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, aunts and uncles. Or for our white brothers and sisters, girl, aunts and uncles. Isn't that funny how white people say aunt? I always think that's so funny. I think I may have heard one person in my lifetime say aunt. That's more like black people or people who are like of color. I don't even know how like our Latino brothers and sisters say it, but I know that black people say aunt. We don't say aunt. I've never heard a black person say aunt, but I hear white people say, "Oh, my aunt does that. My aunt." I'll be like, aunt. When I was a kid, I'm like, what do you mean your aunt? I don't get it. When I was younger, I didn't know what that meant. Like, why do you keep saying aunt? But it is what it is. I love you all, damn. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you for your continued support. One thing I wanted to ask you. What did I want to ask you? Okay, so of all the services what we provide here on this platform, I do want to start getting into some of the niche stuff that we do. So in other words, someone said on the live show, ASMR. Gameplays, I think we're pretty consistent. Gameplays we're good with. But if you guys want more of that, let me know. Cooking with Q. I think what I may do is, because I'm trying to lose weight, and when I do Cooking with Q, I like to make like a lot of fatty stuff, and of course y'all know I eat all my food, so I thought maybe what I can do is Eating with Q. So when I have something that I want to cook, we can cook it, and it'll be something that's healthy-ish. And then, but let's just say when I don't have anything to cook, what if we just sit and eat together? What do y'all think about that? I know that's kind of still ASMR, but it won't be any whispering. It'll just be us having a meal. I'll show you what I'm eating, and then we'll just chat. What do y'all think about that? And then other what else we have? We have so much. Oh, movie night. I feel like we might could add. Well, I don't want to make any promises with that because but movie night can last for like 3 hours. I think the longest one was like 4 hours and some change because we be sitting there keying so damn much. Every 5 seconds we're pausing it to like read these bitches on their outfit or and how dumb they are, whatever the case may be. We're always reading the children. But these are all things that I want to bring, that I want to do more of on this platform. So let a brother know, let mother know what it is that you all want to see more of. And then we can get about the business of making that happen and providing for the children more of what they actually want to see with regards to the services that we have listed. But that being said, I love you all down. I want to thank you for your continued support. I'm getting ready to, like I told you, I believe I said it early on in the show, this table read, that I'm going to be uploading or that by the time you see this, it's already uploaded. By the time you see this, the gameplay will be coming out back to back. So it's going to be this, and it's going to also be the gameplay. So I love you all. Please enjoy all the materials for the new family members, what we have on this platform. I love you. I thank you for your support here. And of course, for the OGs that have been here right from the start or early on, I want to also thank you for your continued support. Wouldn't be here without you. So that being said, I love you all down. You already know the drill. Via Siblan, Jale to Galisan, the best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is. Sidebar, actually, that's not all there is. When I upload this shit, girl, I know y'all thought I was gone. And I was this close out the door. I'm actually, when I leave here, I'm going into the city to meet up with my videographer to talk about, we're going to have drinks and we're going to talk about, this video, who shot Dream. He shot Dream. And I haven't seen him in years, and I can't wait, y'all. I love you guys. This shit's about to go down. And when you see this video, just know that I got all of you in spirit by my side. I want you to see yourself in that motherfucking video because when I'm strutting, I'm going to be envisioning my whole team is there. Right there by my side. Right there by my side. That being said, girl, let's close out for I love you down.